Edison believed AC would be the current of the future. In order to prove it, he would try to harness the power of one of the world's greatest natural wonders. In 1898, Tesla invented the electrical igniter for gas engines. Today, it's used in more than 600 million cars worldwide and is better known as the automobile ignition system. Mad electricity will return on Modern Marvels. We now return to Mad Electricity on Modern Marvels. Millions have witnessed its stunning power. Niagara Falls can send more than 750,000 gallons of water over its crest every second, producing enough power to generate 2.4 million kilowatts of electricity. At that rate, the falls could power half of Las Vegas on a hot summer night. Ever since pioneers began building sawmills along the Niagara River in the 1700s, many had envisioned grand new ways to harness the thunderous power of the falls. In 1893, after witnessing Tesla and Westinghouse's triumph at the Chicago World's Fair, the Niagara Falls Commission awarded them the contract to tap the falls for generating alternating current.
The big problem with using Niagara Falls for electricity was that the major consumer of that electric power was Buffalo. Buffalo is about 20 miles or so, and using DC transmission was totally impractical because a repeater station would have to have been built every 2 miles. AC avoided all of that.
At the falls, Tesla designed and engineered a complex system of generators and transformers to produce his AC power.
Tesla didn't write down everything. Most of his stuff was in his head. He had to do it verbally. Tesla was in his own little world, more or less. He would not explain things to other people, but his assistants would.
In 1896, the first AC hydroelectric station for long-distance power transmission went online, and Buffalo became the premier city for AC power's potential.
Tesla was not here when he actually flipped the switch, but he had so much confidence in his own work that he knew it would work.
Today, new power plants have replaced Tesla's structures. The buildings of one of the most important historical sites in the modern world now stand like dinosaurs, forgotten. And for the man who envisioned it all, only an isolated statue marks his extraordinary achievement.
I wonder how many people who come by here, past this statue, actually have any idea who Nikola Tesla was and what he did to shape their world.
Today, our world is ablaze, thanks to Tesla's AC technology. He had won his final battle with Edison, but victory came at an enormous cost. Westinghouse was financially drained by the war of the currents. In a grand gesture to keep the company afloat, Tesla tore up his royalties contract, claiming better inventions lay ahead.
Had the contract been fulfilled, Tesla would have been a millionaire and been free of financial worries the rest of his life.
Money does not represent such a value as men have placed upon it. All my money has been invested into experiments with which I have made new discoveries, enabling mankind to have a little easier life.
After the triumph over Edison and the success of his alternating current, Nikola Tesla was a celebrity.
And he's friends with Mark Twain. He's friends with all manner of ambassadors and ballerinas and prima donnas, and he's really kind of at the height of society.
Genius often comes with a price. Tesla suffered from bizarre compulsions, like his consuming need to rescue injured pigeons and nurse them back to health.
He has an infirmary for them right outside his bedroom window where he's trying to heal, some that have broken wings, broken legs. And in fact, at one point, he actually referred to one bird as his wife. And he said, when she died, The inventive spirit left him.
Tesla had a fear of germs, compelled him to wash his hands constantly. He did things in threes and was adamant about living at the New Yorker Hotel in a room with a number divisible by 3.
He demanded the room 3327, where he'd lived for 10 years. He always requested 9 napkins, and if he had a bread or something, it could be cut into 9 3 times 3 pieces. Even the number of dishes he had or the number of towels he received in his room was usually 3 or 9.
Tesla never married and claimed he was celibate.
He had a horrible affliction against women with pierced ears. He couldn't stand the sight of pierced ears and jewelry, and pearl earrings, he said, just set his teeth on edge. It was almost like fingers on a chalkboard for him to see pearl earrings.
Even with this list of obsessions and compulsions, Tesla had always been able to tap into his remarkable inventive intellect. In 1898, he gave birth to remote control when he demonstrated a 6-foot-long radio wave-controlled boat at Madison Square Garden. On a quiet lake in Riverside, California, Tesla's work is alive and well as a fleet of remote-controlled model boats set sail.
This is very much like Tesla did.